As a professional engineer, you recognize your primary duty is to the public welfare, and you understand how important it is that the public has trust in our profession. You also understand the importance of treating employers, clients, and colleagues with respect, acting with integrity, keeping up to date on developments in your area of engineering, and demonstrating competence when delivering engineering services. One of the ways to protect the public interest and simultaneously cultivate public trust in the profession is through reviews of work prepared by a professional engineer. This is a reasonable, necessary, and sometimes legislated practice. A review of this nature is an examination of the content of any engineering document prepared by or under the direct supervision of a professional engineer. Sometimes it's your engineering work being reviewed, and sometimes you are reviewing the work of another engineer. These reviews could be carried out by colleagues in an organization, employees for clients or other organizations using the work, regulatory bodies, or third-party engineers retained to provide an independent assessment of the work. A review could also be triggered by the PEO complaints and disciplinary processes. There are three types of reviews: regulatory, practice, and technical. A regulatory review is a review of a document conducted by representatives of a governmental or quasi-governmental body to determine whether the content of the document complies with regulations, codes, bylaws, and standards applicable in that jurisdiction. A practice review is an assessment of the quality of practice in the workplace and the manner in which files, books, and records are kept, or to evaluate processes and procedures for producing engineering work. This type of review determines whether procedures are followed and steps are being taken to ensure they are followed, and that good operating and management practices are exhibited in the provision of professional engineering services. A technical review is an assessment of an engineering document to determine whether the engineering content of the work is correct, complete, or suitable for the intended purpose. Technical reviews result in opinions on the quality of the output of the engineering work, such as the options, design, analysis, calculations, decisions, conclusions, and recommendations, and whether the output met project requirements. In other words, a regulatory review confirms whether the document complies with prescriptive regulations, codes, bylaws, and standards. And a practice review examines the fundamental policies and procedures in place for how the practice of engineering is conducted, while a technical review determines whether the engineering content of the work is correct, complete, and suitable for the intended purpose. A review must be carried out objectively and fairly, be consistent with the practitioner's ethical obligations, fulfill PEO's responsibility to maintain high professional standards, and maintain the public's trust in the profession. A reviewer must be aware of the broader implications of offering opinions on the work of another professional engineer, conduct a thorough review using the principle of fairness, be clear about the distinction between real flaws in the work and professional differences of opinion, and provide a written report on the completion of the review. An authoring engineer must treat a reviewer with respect, cooperate with all reasonable requests made by the client or the reviewing engineer, and provide requested documents in a timely manner. Whatever the reason, reviewing a professional engineer's work, whether it's our work or the work of our colleagues and peers, plays an essential part in how we self-regulate to protect the public and maintain public trust in our profession. For more information about reviews of professional engineering work, check the PEO guidelines.